waxing brush, because obviously you're going to say to me, how am I going to get it out of there into my nip? And the way you do that, my assistant here, the monitor, our new monitor.
The new monitor.
The new monitor.
Can she have a badge, please, miss?
Prefect.
Prefect.
You take the brush and you scoop up your ink and you fill it to the side of your pen. And every day, that's what I did for years. Now, I dip, because my clients, the type of work I do, if I'm writing envelopes, I will use their £1,000. Oh, that was 1,000. I've got another 500 coming in tomorrow, and another 500 next week. I know. If I didn't need the money, but hey ho. Right. So these are our tools, and this stick can come in all different shapes. Some of them are completely circular, but that is slate, because it's got a grip there. In theory, you could use a saucer, particularly if you have a small saucer that doesn't have the glaze on it. You know, some potters will make some ceramics that are quite rough, that you don't have, that it's, you do need a bite on that. And this tip, this comes from being at college for so long, is that we worked out that warm water takes less time to grind the ink. So you add a little. Now, whatever you add there, that is going to make all of that ink. So if you fill it up, you'll be there forever. But what this does do, if there's a plain sheet of paper somewhere, does anyone know?
Can you try this side?
Yeah, I just wanted to do a couple of things. Right, I'm going to start at this end. Another tip is you grind.
What have you got yourself in?
And you grind.
Quite a lot of ink there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you
But I
put it
want
in
to
a
show you
bottle when you've...
Well, a friend of mine that used to sit next to me, I thought, God, she was quick. Do you know what she used to do? Because students, she used to be sitting next to me, and I don't know what I'd do. Might have been distracted. And then all of a sudden, it's in there, and she's, well, I thought, that was quick. But she used to put it in a bottle at the end of the day, and then tip it on there, so our tutor didn't know.
Hey, can I ask about this? Because if you're writing something that's really important,
Leslie does it.
what about the consistency
just
from
put
the
it
beginning?
it must be a copyright from that.
Yes, because then, well, the answer to your question is you get used to knowing how dark. Now, this already, it is. And
What is it called?
this is stick ink, but this is, this particular one is Chinese stick ink with a slate.
Chinese sticky.
Chinese, that is a stick
Oh, sticky.
of ink,
Sticky.
solid.
Sticky.
Stick. No, that's in a stick.
Stick ink. Oh, stick.
And
ink,
if I was
ink
to
in
do,
a stick.
the Japanese or Chinese will, with their brush there, see, that will be a lovely, that will stay that tone. So if you wanted grey, the best thing is to use this ink and not black with a bit of white into it.
Oh,
This is a much better.
so I could use that for my diamond.
Yeah.
It's smoother, isn't it? It's not grainy.
It's not grainy, it should be smooth, but you'll get the odd.
Because that's what I find when you do buy them.
This
Like
is
together,
new.
it comes out
These
grainy.
are better, would you believe, once they've been used quite a number of
I'm not going
times.
to buy another Chinese.
No, but this is the best ink, and so therefore you can then decant it, is the answer to your question.
So it's a matter of if you've got the time, make up as much as you're going to need, kind of thing.
Yes, sometimes it can take you, it would take us about 20 minutes, half an hour
So if
when
you've got
we
a
got to
Bible, you're going
college.
to be doing it for 17 years.
That's just
Well,
Several sticks.
that's just the
Several
grinding.
sticks.
Can I also say, in monasteries, when you were at the scriptorium, the apprentices would do this.
Yeah.
The actual scribe.
Didn't touch all that.
Why haven't we got an apprentice then?
Yeah. Okay, who's going to be the apprentice?
Sorcerer's apprentice. And can you get these in this country?
You can, you find
I
it in
just bought
most
it in the
art
London
shops.
Graphics Centre last week.
My one's a little round one.
£3.50.
I've got a little, my daughter brought me a little set, and I couldn't figure out where the pen was, and it was a brush.
Yes, it is.
Look.
And it was Chinese calligraphy.
You see,
And
you
I'll
get incredible different tones of grey, and you can only get the best tones of grey with this.
How long?
Not
Can that
black.
store?
This is a
Do
totally
these come
different.
in other colours, the sticks? Do
Well,
you
it's
get
funny
other
you to
colours?
mention that. It does, but the red being vermilion, there was real vermilion that was made, but they're so difficult to get. They're not as good as the black, so we would tend not to use them. We would use them in, we would use designer's gouache. Now, it's giving off an aroma. Do you want us to all smell this? Because it's supposed to calm you down, so we've always been
So
wondering.
is this the one we smell when we do that book?
You see, you're all a part of calligraphy is so that you rule the lines. Everything is supposed to be calm and not stressed. Yeah, at the moment.
Does that take pictures?
It's videoing, yeah.
This is videoing. Can I have you all smelt it? Steady Celestine.
Well, calm me down, I need it.
Annie, how long would that
You could
ink
get
store?
quite fond of that.
Yes.
Oh, it would store
Put it in a bottle.
in a bottle almost indefinitely. It depends on how much.
Because I've got some that I did.
Yes,
Very nice.
yes. And yeah, and it gets thicker and
Good
thicker and
shake.
thicker, and it ends up a little bit like treacle. Oh, but it's lovely. You'll be able to keep this, Leslie.
Well, I've got a bottle, but
We'll find you
That was an
something.
easy way of getting it grinded for us. Annie, show me how to do
Look, the
it.
monitor's looking for you. Look
oh,
at this.
lovely.
The monitor's looking for a bottle.
Well, there might be an old bottle. Anyway, so we do this, but this is a part of traditional calligraphy. And the way you fill it up is to take your brush, and with this nib, because the reservoir's on the back, you fill it just to the side, not getting it all over the place.
We'll all have fun.
Disaster.
But what will happen is, once I get the pen working, and it gives you the best thing. And look at the hairlines.
Yeah.
And tip it up a bit, Annie. Oh, yeah.
And is this your nib as well, Leslie? Right. With this type of nib, you dip that in the ink and you fill to the side. This is the traditional and correct way of doing it. Well, you've got to have the time. This is true, but it's all a part of, you know,
And patience.
patience, yes, and calming down and
And a house full of servants to do
Yes,
the
to
domestic
do the-
trivia.
Yes. Do the washing and the ironing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
If you're married, poor husband, when he comes in, or your wife comes in, he says, where's my dinner? I am doing my calligraphy.
oh look,
It's in the fridge.
you're going to be jealous about this, Nina. I might go up
I
there.
think that's such a good idea, Leslie.
Nina,
I'll be take mine in.
yeah.
is Nina in the room?
Nina.
Oh gosh, she's filming.
She's filming.
Yes,
Look at
I've
that.
got all of your comments.
Look how well that, even if I do say so myself,
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's not bad, is it?
Grips the
Well, I do
paper
on my
differently.
phone, but
Grips it, grips it.
It
Did you
takes
see
to the
that,
paper
Julie?
quite differently.
Yes, beautiful.
Those pants are wicked, aren't they?
That is a lovely nib. So,
Beautiful.
yeah, and so you,
Complete revelation to me.
yes. No, to most students here, because in our class we don't have time to do the absolute from beginning, but I do show traditional all traditional techniques, so that then, with we'll be, when we find the gold leaf, we'll be using that.
You could have used on one if you like.
Right, can I? In that case,
Is it me, or does that look bluish?
this is so black, it becomes the blackest ink in the world. So you just carry on and on and on. As you can imagine, we did this every morning. And it does give off that aroma, and you're supposed to calm down.
It's probably doing all kinds of neurological damage.
oh, the cheerful soul.
I have to think about these things when one is challenged.
it might do your para good.
It might at least make me forget that I've
Yes.
Look how darker that's getting, but look how... Do you see how you're getting from light to dark? I mean, and this is just with a cheap brush. You can imagine what you could do when you've got
A proper one.
a proper one. Or Japanese and Chinese painting, Japanese writing.
Yeah, got one of those big brushes.
Yeah, not all Japanese schools teach traditional
Skills.
skills.
course here.
Well, yes, yes. Yeah, I think at one time they have, but what these one-off Wednesdays, Saturdays one, that might be something you could suggest. He was in here earlier. You should have.
Nabbed him.
Even if it was over 3 Saturdays or something like that, just to taste it.
It's marvellous. I did it years ago, and you can see how that's getting thicker and thicker and thicker, can't you? But I am grinding it. You can see that.
Now, will it, when you put it in a bottle, will it
Stay like this.
settle?
Yeah.
Well, they get sediment.
So what do you have to
There
do?
won't be any
Shake it
sediment.
up?
There won't be, it'll stay as it's...
Stay as it is.
Suspended.
And the other thing is that it won't smudge, it won't fade. It's the best ink in the world.
How fantastic. So could you just dip your nib in if you wanted to,
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah, yes.
faffing
Is that a
about with the
natural
brush?
product, that carbon? Yes.
Yes, because it's carbon.
You've used this one with your reservoir in the front. I bought a nib with that and it works. You just do it in the same way.
Nina, I'm doing some of your lettering.
You must have to ask what
I think that's probably what you do.
I mean, it wasn't that important.
What it does also allow, I mean, it does help if the nib is like that, but look how fine the line is.
What
And
nib
how
is that,
sharp.
honey?
It's a 4.
Blimey, if I did that, it'd be double the size.
No, no, it won't. It's it gives the thin lines.
Are you filming?
What it does allow is the very, very fine lines to be as thin as this, because they should be hairlines.
Which you can never get.
Yes, but that takes years. Don't forget, I am been doing this professionally all my life. So, Leslie, does that all help you? You'll have to grind it a bit.
Much.
You know, you have to grind it a bit